Hey everyone, we're Village Echoes and you're watching the AU Review.
Well, thanks guys for joining us, and
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
congratulations on the new single. It launches officially on Friday.
Indeed, yeah, it's pretty exciting. You know, we've been sat on it for a long time, 6-7 months. So a few mishaps in the band, but it's finally a good time to get it out.
When you say mishaps in the band, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I'll let Al.
We've been through a few rosters in the last year. We were always as a 4-piece in a band, and after going through a few members, we decided to go 3-piece. It's easier to manage and keep it tight also.
Yeah, so yeah, it just took a long time to sort of decide that that's the way we're going to go, you know. But once we did, we said, you know, let's do this. Let's just make it work with 3 of us, and yeah, I mean, that's it.
I think from song structure, it's pretty challenging also because we used to putting 2 guitars every time, so we always needed this second member, and now we're having to just use 1 guitar. So I think that's quite challenging, which is something we're pretty excited about actually.
Keep us on our toes.
Is that something that's going to continue on in live as well? You're going to stay as a 3-piece live?
Yeah, for sure. It's something, you know, we've put a lot of research, you know, things like researching how other bands have done it in the past. You know, there's a difference between recording with layered guitars and then playing live with just 1, and there's that big difference. So we came into this and, you know, we tried to nail it out with 1 guitar, 1 track, and then just try and make it as big as possible live.
So the single was recorded just as the 3 of you?
Yes, yeah.
So talk us through that recording process, and were there other tracks done at the same time, or was it just the 1?
We throw a lot of ideas around, you know, and in the last year we've just been kind of recording snippets of ideas, and a few months ago, I think it was last year, we went to this kind of like place in the Blue Mountains.
Like a farmhouse.
Farmhouse,
yeah.
yeah.
Farm.
Stayed there for like 3 days. Got pretty slaughtered and drunk, and yeah, good times, you know, just relaxing outside of the city and all that, and kind of laying down some tracks and some ideas, and I think this song came out from those sessions. So we kind of brought up all the equipment there, recorded a few ideas, and it developed throughout the next few months.
And
so,
and there were other tracks that were recorded in those sessions as well?
Yep, and there are going to be upcoming singles coming out in the next few months. So we're you know, as opposed to last year, we released an EP with 5 tracks. So this time we're going to try and do it a different way. We're going to release singles instead of a full package. You know.
And that way it keeps us, you know, if we come up with something that we think is better or more suitable to where we're going as a band in the meantime, you know, we can bring the other tracks in ahead of that. You know, we're not too fixed on one product. You know, we can, as we change, hopefully our music can, you know, we can mix around with it when the time comes.
Definitely.
So I mean, that's even happened between the first record, the Evolve EP. You know, that's very different from the sound of You Are Mine, and even the other tracks we recorded at that time. You know, it's kind of a different sound, but we don't want to be bogged down on one sound again. So I think, you know, as our styles have changed, which they are doing continuously, yeah, you know, we don't even know what the next single is going to be at this stage. So it's quite exciting.
So it gives you that freedom, and
Yeah.
I imagine with these upcoming shows as well, you'll be able to road test different tracks and kind of see what sticks and what doesn't.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we was in rehearsals yesterday, and we just came up with a new track, and we're going to try and get it ready in time to play in 2.5 weeks. So, you know, if we're working with that work rate, you know, we're setting ourselves new goals all the time. So, yeah, we can when we go on the tour, there's going to be a couple of new tracks in there to, you know, we'll see what people think.
Indeed, it's going to be a month on the road. There's quite a few dates around the place. Are you going to
Looking forward to that.
Before?
Yeah, we never actually played outside of Sydney. We went to Newcastle and Wollongong last year, so this is the first time we're going, you know.
Far and wide.
Yeah, that'll be fun for sure.
Well, that's the kind of, I guess that's the next step, isn't it? It's getting in a van and taking your music to the country.
For sure, yeah. And Melbourne's a great place to go, you know, in terms of culture and music and bands. It's a bit, it's different than Sydney, I suppose, in some interesting ways. So yeah.
But yeah, I think getting it out there, like you said, it's the next step for us. Doing the odd show in Sydney, and you know, we don't want to saturate our shows like we did when we were a new band. I think we're out there now. You know, some people are aware of us, So, you know, we'll play more shows further afield now and, you know, try and spread the word even further. But Melbourne, you know, we've only heard amazing things, so we're going to check it out.
And musically, what else is in store for the rest of the year? Is it, I mean, you mentioned some other singles. Do you think you'll get another single out before the end of the year, or just kind of wait till the new year for that?
Yeah, I think it's better to just kind of don't have too many high expectations and kind of be realistic, I suppose. But you know,
see where this single goes first. See how the shows go. See what happens from there.
Probably get some feedback too. You know, play them out on the next few shows and see how it goes.
This single's it's a bit more poppy than, you know, if you've heard the song. It's kind of poppy. I think we're going to see what sort of vibe we get. You know, we're not going to just play what other people want us to play, but we're going to see what the vibe is. We've got another string of dates lined up already for January, so we're going to be doing the rounds again in January, and from there on, you know, we'll see how that goes. Maybe put out another single around the March time. That's I think that's the time frame we've got in mind, but what it's going to be, who knows? Yeah, no idea.